welcome to Life's a Gem. I am all kitted up today because we are going for a PR. Yes! I've only done one other TT video on this channel and it was a really short segment. It was like 7 minutes on Dimas Canyon. But today we are going for a long one. We are going for this segment called Gate to Shack on Glendora Mountain here in my area. And my personal best is 43 minutes with 9 seconds. So my intention is to go just a second below that and I'll be so happy. I've tried it a couple times and I never get it, but today I'm feeling confident, I'm feeling strong. Let's do this. And I'm filming it, so I have that extra, pressure. The pro women go up that for the Tour of California, so it's impossible to get on the leaderboard, but at least I can break my PR, which is really what I want. So let's do it. Let's do it. Come with me. Come with. If you think I'm going to break my PR, give this video a thumbs up right now. But if you think I'm not gonna break it, click the dislike button. I don't care. Click it right now. I'm gonna give you a second. All right, let's go. Oh, let's put the bangs away. Away. Ahí está. Let's go. So here the segment is about to begin, and if you are familiar with Glendora or the area, you should be able to recognize this yellow gate, which is the representation of torture for the next 40 something minutes. That's the official start of the segment. So once you cross that yellow gate, you know it's on and you got to put down the power. But when looking down at my Garmin, I realized that I was below my intended power and I started to get a little bit nervous. And I wanted to tell Joe to pick it up, but I was afraid that he was going to go beyond my limit. But I had to tell him anyway because I was freaking out that I was not going to make it. So I told him. Faster. Just a little bit. I'm doing 192 right now. Okay. So my intention was to hold 200 watts for the whole segment. And once I told Joe to pick it up, I was afraid that he was going to go beyond that. And he actually did go a little higher for just a couple seconds, but then he brought it back down to an average of 200 watts, which was pretty cool. Also, if you look to my right side in a little bit, once I cross the first switchback or past the first switchback, you'll see the entrance to a trail called Monroe. There's no sign for it, but it's right here. And if you go up that, it'll take you all the way to the shack. So if you're a gravel rider or a mountain biker, you should definitely check that trail out because it's super fun and it's actually a segment that I should go for on my gravel bike. So if you want me to go for it and record it for you, please let me know in the comments down below so that I can start preparing for it because that's actually a really hard one that I haven't gone for in a while and I'm up for the challenge.
Your average is on your second screen, by the way.
Huh?
Your average is on the second screen, by the way.
I know.
Okay, before I add it.
I remember it was right around this point where I started to feel like we were finding a good rhythm. And I was just breathing and trying to keep relaxed, like especially on my shoulders. On my shoulder area, I like to bring them down. And if I'm feeling a little bit of tension, I always get off the saddle and just pedal through any discomfort or anything that I'm starting to feel. It's important to get off the saddle every once in a while just to release tension. And I got a little bit itchy too. I think there were many bugs out there that day. And also, since I don't want to bore you through 40 something minutes of this, I'm going to speed it up so I look faster and also so we can get closer to the end. So we've made it to the halfway point, which I also like to call the opening because it opens up on both sides. On one side you see the city and on the other side you see the mountains and Highway 39. I like to do my efforts in the mornings because you can usually do them fasted or on a lighter stomach, and I think that's ideal for these types of rides. For this particular effort, I had already eaten breakfast and lunch, but I had fruit meals, so I felt pretty good and pretty light. So if you're interested, for breakfast, I had 8 oranges, and then for lunch, I made a banana smoothie. It had 6 bananas, a handful of wild blueberries, a handful of cilantro, a little bit of ginger, some water, and then I topped it with pepita seeds. And so these were both fruit meals, so I felt really light. They're so easy to digest. Fruit is so good for you. It's fresh, juicy. It is super hydrating. It has a lot of fiber and it just makes you feel really good. So I recommend that you incorporate more fruit meals into your diet. They're just going to make you feel amazing. And if you are going to eat more fruit when you're exercising a lot and putting a lot of mileage in, I suggest that you eat more fruit than you think you'll need because fruit doesn't have a lot of calories, and so you need to eat a high volume of these foods in order to meet your caloric needs. And I think that's why I was a little bit hungry by the time we came out and did this ride because the fruit digested so quickly, and I should have had more oranges for breakfast, but luckily I had put some rice in the rice cooker, so I took 2 big full spoons of plain white rice before we headed out. I just felt like I needed that extra energy, and it helped. The weather was so nice today. As you can see, I'm only wearing a jersey. I did open it up to feel the breeze and have a little more air coming my way. And even though we're over halfway done with the climb, I'm feeling pretty good. I think it's due to the fact that I've been doing my exercises pretty regularly. If you don't know what those are, I'll leave a link on the description box below or somewhere up here so you can go check them out. Those simple exercises have helped my back so much, and I just feel stronger doing them every day. So right here, I'm really happy that we've made it to the peak and we have a little descent coming where I'll be able to rest, take a little breather before the hardest part, which is the last climb to get to the shack. So I am so happy. I get on my drops. I try to go as fast on this descent. As you can see, I'm not pedaling here. I'm trying to save energy for that last little climb. And I'm feeling pretty strong, pretty confident, but also I know that I'm gonna have to give it my all on that last climb in order to break my PR. So here I'm only going to the shack, but if you keep going down this road, you'll eventually make it to a fork. And if you take it to the left, you can do a super fun loop to the 39 or even go up Crystal Lake. And if you take it to the right, it'll take you to GRR, which is Glendora Ridge Road. And that road has 360 views of your surroundings. And it takes you all the way to Baldy Village. And at that point, you can either go to the ski lifts or down Baldy Road. It's pretty amazing how you can connect everything together. So here the climb has started, and this is probably the steepest part of that little section, and I'm dying. I remember thinking, am I going to be able to hold this? I'm looking at my time, and I'm doing pretty well. And Joe's like, oh my God, you got this. Just keep going. And when he starts talking to me, I get so mad, and I tell him, stop talking, or I say, shh, or something. But I keep going, and I'm just trying to stay as focused as possible. I remember thinking, this is the longest climb ever. This little part seemed longer than the whole thing. And I was just ready to be done. But it never ended. Like I was I was kept thinking, when is this gonna be over? So this is the last bit of the climb, and I'm just trying to go as fast as I can. I even get out of the frame because I forgot that Joe was recording, so I go a little bit ahead of him. I just wanted to be done. I just wanted to finish. And I am so happy that this is almost over.
I don't know if I can do it.
2 fucking minutes. Are you kidding me? Babe, you're going to 40 next time.
I feel like sub 40 is so attainable now.
At the top, how'd it go?
I feel pretty good. I can talk, I can breathe. I think I'm attempt my sub 40.
That was like 40-40.
Yeah.
Right about.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Woo! Oh my God. No, I feel good. I think it's the shoes.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Woo!
But babe, you're still not dying on the ground.
That's why I'm going sub 40 next time. Oh my God.
You look like you did something hard or something.
Oh, it's not that hard. It's okay.
What kind of bottle is that?
LA Tourist. My favorite race. These guys prepare me for stuff like this. Oh my God. Let's go home.
And of course, the first thing I did when I got home was check my PR. 40:39, y'all. Woo woo!